There are certain new wave bands that when I think about them, they would really come to embody the 1980s. One of them would form in 1978 out of Birmingham, England. It would take them a couple years to start finding their vibe, but once they had the right people, the look, and the sound, they would go on to sell more than 100 million records, making them one of the best-selling bands of all time. Known for creating fairly expensive and elaborate music videos, Duran Duran would have a number of their songs hit the top of the Billboard Hot 100, and their music videos, which would receive pretty heavy airplay on MTV, would often be filmed in exotic locations, very visually striking and depicting the band playing out kind of mini stories. Some of the videos modeled after movies such as Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Touch with the ground, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Smell like a sound, I'm lost in a crowd, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Her name is Rio, she don't need to understand. And I might find her if I'm looking like I can. Union, the snake is on the climb. Moving on, it's gonna race, gonna break through the borderline.
But in 1985, they would receive the prestigious and pretty highly sought-after honor of writing what would be the theme song for the 14th James Bond film, A View to a Kill. The song would go on to reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and still to this day is considered to be one of the classic Bond theme songs.
We dance into the fire. That fatal kiss is all we need. Dance into the fire to fatal sounds of broken dreams. Dance into the fire.
However, by the mid-1980s, the band would end up taking a brief hiatus as all members would go on to work on other projects, two notable ones being the band Arcadia, which would consist of Simon Le Bon, Nick Rhodes, and Roger Taylor.
My shut off and pray. We're coming up on re-election day.
And the pop supergroup The Power Station, made up of Duran Duran members John and Andy Taylor, as well as three-piece band, as Roger and Andy Taylor would choose not to rejoin the group in support of the band's fourth studio album, Notorious. And while the lead single of the same name would end up hitting number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, it would also mark a moment in time where support for the band would begin to soften.
You own the money, you control the witness. I'll leave you lonely, don't monkey with the business. You pay the profits to justify a reason.
Now, following Notorious, they would release 2 more albums, Big Thing and Liberty, to moderate reception, but it would be their self-titled 1993 album, which would really find the band returning to the charts with a more experimental sound than what you'd hear in their earlier releases, and in doing so, would establish the band as a major act for the 1990s. Now, a little fun fact about Duran Duran is that they would take inspiration for their name from the Milo O'Shea character, Dr. Duran Duran, from the 1968 science fiction film Barbarella.
Sort of nice, isn't it?
Yes, it is nice. In the beginning.
And in 1997, they would end up reconnecting with their origins with the song Electric Barbarella. In spite of lineup changes and shifts in the music industry, Duran Duran has remained a popular band who continues to tour and record new music. And in 2021, they released their 15th studio album, Future Past. Duran Duran's image and their approach to music video production made them pioneers of the MTV era, while their blend of pop, rock, and new wave sounds would be cited as an influence for a number of artists, including the Smashing Pumpkins, No Doubt, the Killers, and the Scissor Sisters, just to name a few. And whether you were a fan or not at the time, I wouldn't be surprised if you had some memories that stirred whenever you hear one of their songs, be it a memory from high school, hanging out with some friends, or maybe just watching MTV by yourself. And with that, I'd like to invite you to share your thoughts on Duran Duran.